What if your track finally had that club punch that makes people's chest shake on the dance floor? Well, that's exactly what you're going to learn in this quick 8-minute video. By the end, you'll know how to layer kicks properly in Ableton so your low end sounds clean, powerful and professional without muddying your mix. And don't worry, this is effortless, so you can follow along. I'm literally showing you step by step on my screen, so you can literally just copy what I do and get your kicks punching through that mix. So let's jump in. So we've got a perfectly fine drum beat programmed into Ableton, okay, but we really want that kick powering through, okay? So if I just zoom right in by pressing command and scrolling up on my mouse to this kick to really see what's going on with the audio file. It's got a bit of punch. I would say that's one punchy transient kick, right? So now, if we layer that with one mid-body kick and one sub-heavy kick for the low end, and layer those 3 kicks together, 3 kicks onto 3 separate audio tracks, just see the difference. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into Ableton. First, I'm going to solo this kick. I'm going to actually drag it out of my drum group, just really see what's going on with just this kick. And I'm going to play that. Yeah, it's got a bit of punch. It's probably more subby, actually. Now listening. So now I'm going to go into Splice and I'm going to find instruments, kicks. That's probably even more subbier. Yeah, that's probably more punchy. I want one shots actually. That's a knock, that's a big punch that. So I'm just going to drag that in because that would be our punch, I reckon. But then that looks quite similar to that one, doesn't it? Wait, are they the same kick? No, that's definitely got more sub to it and that's got more of a knock, a punch. But let's just find a few more. Download that. I'm just gonna actually download loads of random ones and I just want to sort of show you the difference in the waveforms by all these different kicks because they will be different. Have I dragged them all in? I feel like I've dragged in the wrong ones. Clubhouse, one shot. Alright, let's deal with that for now. These are all quite similar. Okay. Right, so just visually see the difference in these kicks. Actually, let's just bring it back right to the start with our other kicks, okay? And I'm just going to bring this down to visually see all of our kicks. So you can visually see that this kick here has got a nice tail on the end, which I might want to keep. I would say this kick here has got a nice bit of body going on. And then I'd say this kick here has got the most like punch going on here. So I think these 3 kicks could be layered quite well together. Having the tail from this kick, having the mid from this kick, and then having the punch from this kick. So I'm just going to delete the other ones. I might even delete our main kick. Actually, I'm going to keep that just to show you the difference in layering these 3 kicks together and then having our one main kick. So now it's important these 3 complement each other and not clash. So you don't just want to stack random kicks. You want to make sure that they fill a different part of the frequency range, okay? You can see that attack in that kick, that punch. You can see the second one has that body. Look at the thick waveform in the middle of that kick. And the third one, it's got that tail, it's more rounded. It's probably a bit more subbier as well. Yeah, just listen to... I knew it was subbier by looking at it, before I even heard it. So really use your eyes with this one, because by looking at the shape you can already tell what role each kick is playing before you even listen. By the way, if you are enjoying this lesson, please do like and subscribe this video. It helps us more than you know. And click the link in the description if you want to work with me personally. I will collaborate with you. I will get you signed. I will get you into Ibiza retreat, you to play out in Ibiza, because I am the best mentor ever. No, but back to the lesson. This is where most producers mess up, okay? They just stack all three and leave them playing full length, and that's how you get a messy, flabby low end. What we're going to do is use the little square brackets. If you hover over, you can see these little square brackets, okay? They're called faders. So if you zoom in on the clip's edges a lot, just delete that, you can see that, you know, we can move these, okay? We can move these faders to fade out parts of each kick so they blend perfectly. You can fade out the sub kick right before the transient of the punchy kick hits. Fade in the punchy kick so it sits cleanly on top. And these faders literally shape the layers to work together instead of fighting each other. So let's use these little square brackets and start fading the samples. So we've come to the agreement, we want the punch on this kick here, okay, and we want the towel on this kick and then the body on this kick. So I'm going to leave that square fader as it is. I'm going to bring this square fader in here, this square fader right in here, and then I'm going to bring in that square fader here and this square fader right in here, and actually shorten that a little bit as well. So now you can visually see that we've got subbiness how with this one, we've got the middle part of this one, and then we've got the punch of this one. So if I highlight these three and solo these three together and press play, God, that's a powerful kick already, right? Probably too much. I probably need to do a bit more shaping on that. Can you just hear how I just moved the square bracket on this and it's changed the dynamics of the kick instantly as well? Probably need a bit less on that. Yeah, it's coming together, that kick now. Now, if I can just highlight all of these and just duplicate it so we can really hear it in a rhythm. I mean, they all need turning down a little bit because it's clipping and we can't really hear it properly. Just going to turn the kick down on that one as well, so they're all the same level, so we're being even when we're comparing. God, I love that kick. Now let's listen to our original kick. Mind blown. How dead does that kick sound? How dead does that kick sound? Let's listen to our layered kick. That is a powerful kick. Do you know what? I was just doing a lesson, but I think I'm going to save that because that's a sick kick. And then let's listen to the original. Mate, this is a game changer. But what I do want you to do is group the layered kicks so you can add effects, maybe a gentle glue compressor, and they can act as one. So if I press the top track, press shift, and the bottom track, press Command G, I can group that, rename it kicks. And then I can assign track, there we go. And now I've got my kicks there. And I'm actually just going to delete that kick because that's rubbish. So I've got my kicks and I've got my drums. And now if we listen to it all together, I just want to duplicate that over again. Listen to it all together in the mix. And just turn down the other elements because we turned down our kicks, didn't we? Around there. Now listen to it. Okay, Just got to do a bit of mixing on the volume meters just to make sure that the kick is the loudest one, but we'll be doing that in different lessons. But you could just hear the difference with that kick is so much better. That's how you layer kicks in Ableton the right way, to make your tracks hit harder, sound cleaner, and stand up next to the pros. If you found this helpful, do like and subscribe, click the link below, all of that jazz, but I'll see you in the next lesson.